I'm actually going to say something. I wish we had gotten a look at her, like we could see before and after, because I'm fairly sure we got a good look at her before, but she was obviously wearing lowland blue and green, uh, green and red at the time. Well, bluish green and red. Hmm. Alright, y'all. That was everything. So, as you can see, there's only one thing I really have left. I know this chapter's been getting a little slow, but mostly this is going to be a dialogue, I gotta tell you, since we're about to, get back to base, speak to everybody, including Regalla. Been, grinding away the last couple of weeks, like I said, and now I am ready for New Game Plus with all of my extra new parts and everything I hope I need to upgrade my new weapons once I get to New Game Plus mode. Even got all these pimped out and ready. The one thing I don't like is that I'm not going to be able to, you can't get all the skills in one playthrough. I mean, I have only one left, and, 2 points coming. I mean, I'm assuming I'm going to get more once we actually, we get to the island, the Zenith base, and then, we actually complete it. But what are the odds I'm going to get 3, 8, 16 in additional 15, make that 12 skill points between with less than 2% of the story left to go. I mean, Jesus H. Christ, I literally only have 1.41% left to go. Not even 2%, not even 1.5%. But at least I can make sure I get the last trophy. One of the other things I made sure to do while I was collecting parts was that I needed to find that the last burrower. I believe I mentioned that a few videos back. There's a trophy for scanning all of the machines and all their variants. Since I now have all of the burrowers and all of the other machines, that just leaves 1, 2, go. But enough flapping my yap. I got my artillery prepared, my elemental payloads primed. Actually, there is one quick thing I want to say. One thing that I would like is if they gave us a chance to, move stuff around in here. By that I mean, like, could I possibly, move, if I wanted to, could I move my advanced frost arrows and switch places with my advanced acid arrows? Or could I switch between, or if I want to, could I switch my purge water and my sticky bombs? Or, could I put my explosive ammo, if I could put this over here, and then have all 3 of my explosives right there. You know what I'm saying? If I could modify that. Because sometimes, the placement of them is a little odd. I say that because when I was looking at on YouTube to see the new weapons that are available in New Game Plus, there's a new hunter bow that has purge water arrows. Which, here, advanced purge water arrows. But the problem is that, they're in the middle. If I could, I would have liked possibly to have them up. If I would put it up here, well, no, if I put it down here, if I could switch and, have the purge water arrows there with the rest of my elemental arrows, because most likely they're going to be right there. So it's like, okay, I can just ignore that slot and then go right for that. I'm just saying, for neatness and organizational reasons, get this ball rolling.
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All is here. Your focus buddy who never smiles. I didn't know what to do with him, so I had him wait in your room.
Got it. Thanks.
We going right over to see him? Alright.
Well, Sylens, looks like you finally found a door you could open without me.
I'm glad it's there, actually. It kept me from having to mingle with the company you keep. But enough prattle. I believe you owe me an explanation Your plans for the Zenith base?
You're right. I do owe you. My spear in your throat for deceiving me again. At the Hades Proving Lab.
I doubt you asked me here for that kind of reckoning.
No. Right now, I need your help. So I'm giving you one final chance. But if you ever betray me again, I will kill you no matter what the circumstance. Understood?
Very well. Though we'll both face a decidedly short future if you can't get us inside that base.
Aloy, your other guest is here. She's, coming to you.
Thanks. Good timing. The truth is, I can't actually get us into the base.
But...
She can.
The company you keep is even worse than I thought.
Does my spirit good to see him flutter and flustered.
Not a fan of surprises, are you?
Which is actually ironic for a man who knows so much and keeps so many secrets. He can't stand it when somebody knows something that he doesn't. It's like the biggest secret keeper there is can't stand it when someone else decides to keep a secret from him.
Oh, look. That must be your little invention.
Verbena was impressed.
Does the weapon work? Without self-destructing?
Of course it does. I've eliminated the imperfections and greatly improved its design and output.
How can we be sure?
Care for a demonstration?
Enough, both of you. We're in this together, at least for now. Go talk to Erend. Tell him I said to give you rooms of your own. I'll come see you when I get a chance.
And as tempting as it is, I don't think you can make another one by the time we need it.
Oh, no. You first.
Bozos. Alright.
Better get everyone in the control room so Tilda can tell us what she knows about the Zenith base.
Alright, but first things first. It's telling me about this now, but didn't I just checked this. Made sure to show y'all. Let me see. Tilda. Yeah. But in the meantime, much better. What can I say? I gotta do something with all my money. Now then.
With Regalla out of the way, Hekarro and Tanakh, they're safe. The future's up to them now. I do wish they'd drop all the honorary names they've given me. But if I've learned anything about them, it is not a battle I am going to win.
Let me see. Rope caster. Harpoons. Spear.
One of Morlund's embers. The spark of a new dream for an ancient city. Hey, Alva, did you put a plant in one of the artifacts we found while looking for data on Leviathan?
Oh, yeah. I thought it might be a fitting way to commemorate our adventure together. I know I don't have a way with plants like Zoe, but I tried my best. Why? Does it look okay?
Yeah. It looks... it looks fine.
Oh, good.
Soil moisture content low. Wait, does it literally say sad plant? Let's see. Collected by Varl. And of course its focus is over here. Wait. Oh, it's a Quen scroll. I'm guessing these are Karja, maybe Nora, from the rough-hewn look. Those are definitely scrolls from the Quen. Those flasks are that flask and that chest are Osram. Huh. Not sure what this is. Oh. They're flower pots. I can't quite remember what they're called, but each one grows, and each one of these rows is like the tariff you keep on your window. A tariff you keep on the windowsill. One of the fangs from inside the Slither Fang's mouth.
I'm gonna clean my gear later. I can do yours if you want.
I cleaned it all.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Let's see. The flower that Talana left. One of the metal flowers. Fragments of the bulwark.
I keep thinking he's just going to be standing there.
Unfortunately, no. Oh, damn. 2 Thunderjaw tails, a Stormbird cannon, pair of Dreadwing metal fangs, Frostclaw sack webbing.
Just you wait, Varl. We're taking those space slugs down.
Aloy, you came back with some interesting
Friends.
Wish I could say we don't need them. But Sylens and Tilda are here for a reason. Even Regalla.
Yeah. Enemy of my...
Right. You,
I tried. I don't think even a hot forge could melt that ice. And you say she wants to help?
I think so. I guess Sylens is keeping to himself, as usual.
I was hoping he'd give me an excuse to hammer his sorry ass to the ground.
Please don't.
You telling me you wouldn't want to get just one good hit on that smug face of his? After everything he's done?
Sure. Later. Right now, he's got something we need.
Unless you want to fight a dozen heavily armed individuals who you cannot harm.
Doesn't look like any of our guests are...
Yet. So, Kotallo tells me you flew. Well, that's new. I've been busting my balls trying to learn to read. You're out there having all the fun.
Don't worry. You'll be getting all the fun you can handle soon. With the Zeniths.
Looking forward to it.
Alright.
I better get going.
Oh, you know where to find...
Alright, Zoe, what you got?
Aloy,
It appears that we have some interesting new guests. I'm glad to see you're okay, though. I heard you gave the Tanakh something to talk about. I was half expecting you to burst in through the ceiling riding a sunwing.
Sorry to disappoint. How'd it go with the chorus?
They were shocked when I told them. I thought Fane's eyes would, but of course they had no... Even if it meant all their preaching, to be honest.
I'm glad. They're lucky. Thoughts on our new Zenith acquaintance?
I'd say she smells like death, but even death smells of something. She's more like a cold piece of metal, bent on repelling all semblance of life.
She's definitely different.
I say she smells of death, but even death smells like something. I think she hit that one right on the head.
Ready to head over to the
Whatever comes, we will endure.
Have you talked to any of our new friends?
Erend and I tried speaking to Sylens, but apparently our tribal prattle is unnecessary.
Charming, isn't he?
I'm trying to remember, what's his name from Arcane? Singed? Loneliness is often a byproduct of a gifted mind. That's what he said. I think in Sylens' case, he's just... well, he's just an asshole.
I have to go.
I'll make sure Erend doesn't punch Sylens in the face, if that's what you mean.
Thanks.
She won't make the same promise, though. Alright. This is Zoe and Varl's room.
That looks like one of the Utaru's land gods. Like the one we killed in the sacred cave. I'm not sure I'll ever fully understand, but seeing something that represents life and prosperity turned into a weapon, it couldn't have been easy for Zoe. I'm glad I could help Zoe fix the land gods. She never gave up on them. And because of her, Song's fields will bloom again.
Oh, before I forget, I watered those plants for you.
Oh?
I just know they meant a lot to you, and, well...
It's all going to be okay. We can't give up now.
Looks like an artifact from Thebes. A tomb for Ted Pharaoh and the CO. What a pair.
And Ted Pharaoh's bunker collected by Alva.
It's a shuttle. Like the one I blew up at Far Zenith's launch facility. Varl seemed pretty interested in space travel. I guess he wanted a keepsake.
I've never seen so much data in one place.
Trying to figure out... oh! Lionhead god. Namet? No. I know the story, but can't quite remember the name. A powerful war goddess who took the head of a hunting lioness. But I can't quite remember the name. Funny story. The way I understand it, she once got herself into a rage. So, in order to pacify her and turn her back into a placid cow goddess, they crushed some berries and they crushed some berries, turned an entire lake red, so that the lion goddess would think it was blood. But it was actually wine. So when she leapt in to drink it, she got totally stoned, passed out, and fell asleep. Well, I guess passing out and falling asleep is the same thing, but you get the idea.
You flew? Kotallo told me. And took out Regalla's machines? You know what? I don't even know why I'm surprised. I saw we have visitors and a new weapon.
Does this mean we're ready to take the fight to the Zeniths?
Almost.
How could she be so happy all the time? Part of me thinks that, you know, it's just a fixed smile, because, well, between Bohai and the CO.
Have you looked through the data we
There is much to sort through still, but I believe we'll be able to get it operational and turn back the floods. And I've given more thought to everything we've uncovered about the ancestors. The Overseers would, but Pharaoh wasn't. His greed led to machines that devoured the world. The archive of the Old One's knowledge destroyed, just to erase his mistakes.
Which he failed at, because we all know he screwed up.
So, when we learned that Eileen had a hand in covering up hundreds of deaths, I started to think they were all the same. Selfish, egotistical, cruel. But, in the end, the truth isn't a straight line of it's a splatter, smudged, and faded on stained parchment. I wish more Quen were twisting the truth to...
I doubt Bohai would...
No, nor the rest of the Board of Overseers. As Eileen said, it's easy, but it's worth fighting, and this diviner, at least, won't settle for...
I suppose you saw that Tilda is here. Our very own Zenith.
I almost went up to her to ask her, well, every question I've ever had about the legacy. Every diviner I know would kill to get 5 minutes with one of the old ones. But now that she's here, all I feel is a vague unease. I don't know if I'm scared of finding out more uncomfortable truths, or just scared of her. Probably both.
I guess the real question is which one you're more afraid of.
Are you okay?
I was wondering, is it really safe having someone like Regalla here? She seems angry. The kind of angry that leads to murdering people in their sleep.
Don't worry. We're going to point the Zeniths.
If you say so.
I hope our new guest...
The Sylens. He's the one who built the weapon that can take down Zenith shields?
He is. Though I wouldn't expect him to answer any questions about it. He refuses to dole out his secrets to us lesser mortals.
Oh.
You know that special part of us that makes us warm, kind, welcoming?
Our spirit?
Yeah. He was born without that. You sure you're okay going... I know things must be happening.
I've already braved oceans and madmen who thought they were ancestors reborn. Why not a few immortals with lethal drones at their command, too?
Guess the more the merrier.
At this point, I think she's just running with it.
I need to wrap up a few things.
I'll be ready when...
Every time we find another link to Dervahl, it's like opening up a wound for Erend all over again. I really hope Asero was the last one. Maybe now he'll finally be able to heal from the pain of his sister's death.
Oh, that's her helmet. Common language.
This must be from the Scorcher that Kotallo and I took down. Not a bad way to test his arm. He's come a long way from the embassy.
Yeah, except that thing is a lot bigger. If the average arrow is a foot long, maybe 16 inches, then how the hell big is that? I remember he ripped that thing out and he held it in the palm of his hand. That looks more like the actual heart you probably would have gotten out of a machine that size. But still.
thinking we could spar for a bit. When you have the time.
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course.
It might be a way to deal with my anger.
Yeah, beating the crap out of me makes me feel better. I'm all for it.
Sheesh. It's not a scrounger scrap pile, but it sure as hell looks like one. This place definitely looks more lived in now.
Carried their visions with them.
Huh. Oh, his arm. Technology and tenacity built for Kotallo to use as a weapon.
I see you've got your new arm ready to go.
Yes. It still feels strange. I've gotten used to the absence, but no matter. I'm sure I will need it before the attack on the Zenith base is through.
Haven't seen you since the battle at the Grove.
I saw you fly on the wings of the Ten, and paralyze Regalla's army with lightning. I would say that I am inspired.
Thank you, I guess.
It is I who should be
Your people keep mentioning...
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings, and leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess. It is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. And now, you have done it. Like the deeds of the Ten themselves, it will never be forgotten. So, tell me, how did it feel?
I won't lie. Pretty good.
I can only imagine.
Odds are he'll have a Sunwing probably in the next game. If they don't design something totally different.
Did you meet Tilda?
There is something about her that doesn't seem natural.
Of course it
I wouldn't
doesn't.
be surprised if my sword went through her and she didn't bleed at all.
Honestly, with her, nothing would surprise me.
Huh.
Look, I know you're probably not happy about keeping Regalla around, but I want her on our side when we fight the Zeniths.
It is more than she deserves. Even so, I will not question your judgment.
Thank you, Kotallo.
At least not on that.
Things
No.
will get ugly once the Zenith will need every trick you...
I would have it known many soldiers died in the old world to make sure we stood here today. We will endure on their behalf. Though, I am curious how you intend to defeat the Zenith's defenses without an army of our own.
Leave that to me.
As you say.
I have to go.
Understood.
Alright, I got a feeling we're gonna have a lot to say about Tilda, so I'll save her for later.